很好奇你是怎么找到他们的，出手还这么快，你真是单干的吗？
Alright, I'll sort the VOD as well. Good reminder.
怎么做到的？愿闻其详。
没什么，你的目标都是废物。
Team CC versus Zones.
我觉得你讲故事的水平还有待提升。与其这么空讲，还不如现场示范一下。
Only here for the funny commentary anyway. I mean, we'll have fun. As for bare minimum, I reckon we can achieve. First map loss for Weibo? I don't think so. I reckon, you know, they're on for the golden stage. 2 games away from it. 7 maps away from it. I reckon they've got it. What are the predictions saying at the moment? 89 to 11. People gambling on the value bet here. Betting on hubris. Ooh. Weibo too confident. I don't know. Cope? Yeah. It's so hard. It's so hard to... You want to talk about, like, what's the potential here for ROC? It's rough. It's rough. It's rough. I mean, the same thing that's been true of this Weibo roster in sort of its entire existence is it does lose a little bit of its shine when Gushwei is forced to play some of these other tanks like Orisa or Ram. Obviously, Orisa is probably the big bet, and that's what we've seen almost in the vast majority of these type of more brawly maps so far in the China playoffs. So that's for Cope. I think if you want it, if you're a ROC fan, that's for Cope. Is that ROC's best looking comp has been that Orisa comp, and it's Weibo's weakest comp, but I think we need to add some inverted commas to weakest because they really are the best team in this region by a big mile. It'll be Weibo who get first map pick. They had a higher finish in regular season. Kind of cool to have a #1 Marvel streamer give some spotlight on the niche topic that is video games. Yeah. I mean, nothing can compete with marbles, but Overwatch is alright. Yeah, they have Liga as well, but it's been Gushwei playing most of the Orisa for him. Liga is the Chinese max. Well, we saw Liga actually get the max treatment in the Hangzhou Major, didn't we? Where teams kept trying to draft Liga maps just to get Gushwei off Winston. No hill, no win. I like that, actually. Alright, I think as well, I was thinking out loud more than anything, I think I'll rerun today as well, after the game. So if anyone missed any for China action, it's been like a decent enough. Sort of tied us over 4 hours, maybe do some of the database updates, because I did EMEA. If anyone's not seen the comp database before, where am I going? That tab. I did EMEA, so EMEA is up to date, but I need to do North America as well. I'm sort of catching up from when I was away during regular season. Hey Gandalf, you alright? Excited for the games tonight? But yeah, need to do North America as well, because North America is way out of date. Am I dreading the games tonight? No. I mean, the TU1 is going to be sad, but like the way I'm sort of seeing the TU game right now is, you know, I'm sure I'm not know why I'm laughing because it's a sad situation. But you know when you have like for me it was cats I had growing up, but you know when you have a pet and the pet gets to a certain age that its life is no longer good, essentially. Like it's still alive, but its life is no longer good. It's starting to suffer several health conditions. It's maybe even my cat was starting to suffer like I guess a cat version of dementia as well. So it feels like today is going to be a sort of, you know, putting down your pet, but in many ways it's a kindness, you know? In many ways it's a kindness. And that's kind of how I feel about TU tonight. I get sad, but it's for the best. Taking Christopher Farm, yeah, just let him. You know, we're gonna take what's the line that people normally tell their children of like, oh no, yeah, just, what's the name of a pet? My cat was called Pebbles. Pebbles, she's really sick. We're gonna go take her to live on a farm. You know, she's too old and a bit too sick to sort of live with us anymore. So we're gonna take her to a farm, and she's gonna live with a lot of other older cats as well. He's gone to live on a dive team upstate. Thanks for the boosts. No hope for TU? I don't think so, no. I mean, on paper, right, the patch, you know, people talk about Kevster a lot, and I think they're right to. And I think this will put Kevster in a state to carry the game. And Kevster has dragged teams to victories before, but I think it's too far gone here. If VP lose tonight, what will you do? Well, you know, I've got people on both aisles, you know, so I have to sit the fence a little bit. I'll be sad for Smashy, and I'll be buzzing for Chris if he wins tonight. Don't have the same invention you've got. VP are toast. All right. Well, I'm excited to see him get toasted. Any idea what EU plays post patch? No. Somebody told me Malga Moira was in play, but you know, I'll let everyone make their own interpretation of that one. Moira's healing is insane now. Turlands is a believer. I'm gonna need a little bit more convincing. Yeah, I mean, but for sure the two biggest benefits or beneficiaries are Lucio and Tracer. So those ones I'm confident, because we saw plenty of them already, so I'm confident we'll see plenty of them still. But I'm pretty skeptical how much of that comp we will see, if any. But it sounds like it had its, you know, people would try it, as with every new patch, right? People are going to try stuff. People are going to try the heroes that have been tweaked. But yeah. Why did TU not take any Lucio player? Doubling down on the dive. Obviously, in hindsight. Bad call. But TU have bigger problems. Another patch. What are the chances we see Twilight Lucio tonight? Honestly, super low, I reckon. Super low. I wouldn't worry about seeing Twilight Lucio. I wouldn't worry about it at all. Will we still get the TU episode of Uncoachable if they manage to qualify? There might be a delay. Might be a delay. Do you think UB or Psycho will play? This isn't based on insider information. This is just my I guess, my speculation. But I think, we'll probably see more Psycho. I don't think the sim is dead by any means. I think rather than sim being dead, it's going to be much more Tracer is too good not to pick in a lot of situations. Which means, as a result, we'll probably see more Psycho. We keep talking about Twilight and Sky trying to flex, but what about putting Sky on DPS and Kai on Lucio? Alright, well, I think TU are very much in a there's no bad ideas at this point situation, so I can see it. I can see it. What if a terrible plague overcomes VP and Ice and Vessel can't play, so Smash has to play tank and TU still lose? Wait, Smash has done this before? Not in a match. But I swear Smash was telling me. Which team was it he beat? I can't remember what team it was beat. But 100% in stage 1, Smash played in a scrim on tank and VP won anyway. So, unfortunately smashing on tank won't move the needle at all against VP. Alright, upper bracket final. We're on Ilios. No surprise that Weibo want to go to the dive map. They're going to ban Anavo to try and force Kiri Lucio, but ROC are going to step up the other way, ban for Winston, force Gushway onto the Hazard instead. Belosria is going to be trying to ball. We'll see if it pays off. Let me close these preds. Yeah, to be fair, with the Smash situation, he was playing Winston, so he is a Korean person, and he was playing Winston, so invariably he was top of EMEA. Slam comes in right now onto Mew, and Taejong is right there to capitalize off that one. Belosria is low, but he can get out of dodge, and now a player advantage for ROC Esports to work with. Needs to be careful as Gushway is lurking around, and Lex is going to get taken down. Player advantage still for ROC Esports, though, but Belosria is so low, he commits to that kill. Gushway is one, but they can't trade it. Lever's getting full pocket and trying to clean this one up. Taejong wants to challenge this position, but his supports have been forced to deep-peek a little bit, so he'll be forced back as well. Dia's still poking around, but Weibo did get the first flip a little while ago in all of this. But Dia with the opening pick for this retake. Taejong getting threatened, but here comes the ball back up. Monk now in trouble, and a good pick from Dia is converted into a good dive as Weibo's backline falls over. Slam onto Gushway as they look for anything late. Sombra swap is in play now from Shy, trying to neutralize that ball threat. Also a good matchup into Freya. All seems quite reasonable, swap-wise, from the Weibo team. Kitsune rush advantage for Monk on this retake, so they need to play it a little bit slower around that rock. Will be an opportunity. They could just even force point with this, obviously, Weibo, if they wanted to. Threaten the hack on the ball. Get the flip back in their control. Leave his top right at the moment. Shy's going to be forced out as that Kitsune Rush comes out. He's got himself an angle onto Dia. Forces him to fly backwards. And oh, Mew turns around. Not just marks Taejong, but obliterates him. Kitsune Rush nearly available for Chu, but they are on life support on this high ground. Monk and Mew are pushing them right now. Hack onto Dia. Cancels for Hack, actually. Transfer of shields from Bellisria helps a little bit, but not enough. Chu can't get the ult off. The point has been flipped, and ROC Esports need to just reset at this point, get themselves ready for this retake. Double support ult now for ROC. Ability to lay in these ones in. They have to worry about this downpour. They have to worry about this EMP because Shy's built that one pretty quickly, actually. Bellisria just trying to get eyes on where everyone is as they set up their retake. Now they're going to try and go coast instead. No boot from Mew. They're clearing that high ground now. He's going to play defensively. Bit of pressure on him, but Monk's up there with him. Pulse Bomb onto Gushue in the back. He blocks a decent amount of damage. His mine's on point as well. So they've cleared a bit of space. Beat comes out from Mew, but Lengsa has a beat to match if they want. Slam onto the high ground, but ROC Esports, they still have both support ults. Hack now onto the Freya, but Dia's getting pocketed and actually chases that kill on Shy. Trades are good. Lengsa's beat comes in right now. And Mew is going to try and run away from Bellisria, but there was a bomb on the high ground. Taejong's going to fall off the map. Chaos here on Ilios well as ROC Esports try and reclaim it, but they've done enough. And most importantly, they've done it pretty efficiently. She was able to hold on to the Kitsune Rush during all of that. EMP was thrown in as well. Pulse Bomb now onto the ball. Bellisria is on the run. Can't get out. Good Pulse Bomb from Leave. He's been forced to recall. Taejong looking to trade this kill, but Leave can get himself back to the mini. And Weibo are right back on point, and all their hard work goes for nothing. They still have this Kitsune Rush advantage, but they have to move quickly. Weibo are holding forward. They're trying to make it difficult. Monk is about to get his second Kitsune Rush here. He's going to lap Chu. They've missed it out. Gushue's going to step in. Kitsune Rush out on point. Weibo are going to try and play it slow. Monk nearly has one to respond with. Shy has been forced out. Dia's looking for that, but can't find it. Dia now onto the high ground. Sombra behind him as he tries to clear Snap. Does force it out. Dia back. Full pocket coming through. Bowler out as well. Suzu is out. Doesn't find it. Gushue's got 2 kills. Monk's Kitsune Rush helps him convert those ones. Gushue will finish the job. And after a pretty chaotic and back and forth start, Weibo are now in control of this. They just need to finish off these kills to confirm it. Bellisria can't get in a position to use that minefield, and Weibo do claim the first round. Yeah, you're not wrong, Deadly Gases. For point control, a huge problem for ROC Esports. It is an advantage for Hazard over Ball, because while Ball can contest point for a long time, the Ball doesn't really want to spend its time doing that. It wants to spend its time forcing cooldowns out of this Kiri, putting pressure on this Lucio, maybe even chasing a Sombra down. Nice little boot from Bellisria there. Haven't been watching China. How has Shy Freya been? Not seen him play a huge amount of it. I missed the regular season, but in playoffs so far, he's played like a decent amount of Cass. Looks like he might be leaning into that here. He still looks like Shy, but not seen a huge amount of his Freya. Gonna be Cass versus Freya now. Weibo gonna take the Orisa Mirror. In theory, this is ROC Esports' best option. And as we go on to Ruins, this is gonna be a bit of a test of the waters here for ROC, for just how good a matchup this is for them. Can they lean into it as we go through the series? Right now, Bellisria has a big flank, and Weibo are just trying to rotate away from this, trying to catch up a little bit. But Dia's fully flipped the map. Chu, not so fortunate at all. Boop out, and Lengsa's going to die as well. And that's the backline dead. And then it's going to be short work of everything else. And you saw ROC Esports. Bellisria took such an outrageously wide angle, just walks all the way around point. And Weibo just go, okay, we'll just walk away from this Orisa. Gushue now onto the high ground. Might even go onto the top middle one if he wants. No, just going to drop and contain the choke instead. Monk's got a much quicker window coming as he wasn't traded in that first fight. Dia's going to try and poke his way through. Bolt onto the Baptiste. Just clearing the space a little bit, walking up. Tracer pressure on Dia though, has to deal with this. Forces the recall, and Chu is with him now. Tracer's been cleared. More chance to walk up. Lever's going to try and stay behind on his left-hand side as the rest of ROC Esports walk up. Taking the trade onto frontline. Battlestreet trying to make some moves through this window. Has the Terror Surge. It's a good Terror Surge. Pulls them all in. Lamp has been forced. All the kills are there. I mean, Weibo. Off the map goes everyone. But Weibo didn't look like they were expecting a Terror Surge at all. Battlestreet just able to wander through that window. Just too close for Monk in the end. It's easy for Battlestreet to go through that one. And good retake. B is going to be slightly quicker for Mew as they come back into this. Chu is still slowly but surely getting to this bloody window. For now, Shy is going to try and poke his way in. He's cleared left-hand side a little bit here, but the bolts are coming his way. Has to roll already. Lengthen doesn't quite have the beat yet, down to half HP as Weibo try and move into a bit of space. Gonna swing with Shy left-hand side now. Chu and Dia have to be aware as Leave has a pulse bomb. The pulse bomb's gonna miss. Lots of damage onto Dia and Leave finishes the kill regardless. Lengthen's gonna die before he can get the beat off as well. Nicely timed from ROC Esports. We saw Leave come onto the high ground with that pressure, but at the same time, Shy was rotating through the inside area, looking for an aggressive play. Gushway's pushing point. They have the beat to back everything up, and ROC Esports, they just don't have the ults to respond with yet. They aren't able to withstand it. Nice kill from Leave, and Weibo can move to their forward hold again now. I don't think they can really commit to this forward hold. We saw it a bit in the previous fight. Dia's going to be able to poke him out pretty effectively with the range advantage that Freya has. You see him taking that battle now, trying to get him off high ground. Couple of bolts thrown in, and once again, Weibo are forced to go back. Space to work with now, and B advantage for Lengthen for ROC Esports. They can start with window, and then B, maybe just if Weibo chooses to try and commit through with Terror Surge. Window now from Chu onto the high ground. Gushway wants to go through it as the windows are matched, but they're all quite far away from it. They baited the Gushway's position out. Gushway's in a lot of trouble right now. Lamp comes through to save his life. Both windows are traded, but Belosri is isolated, looking for the trade. Shy tries to hide in to live, but he can't. Gushway pulls him in. B over the top from Lengthen. Gushway's not got a lot of damage. He's low HP as well. Taejon can finish that. Bowler out from Dia finds nothing, but damage still onto the backline. Monk will get traded. Taejon's trying to force point right now, battling out with Leave, but Taejon has two supports. Leave does not. Leave is going to play for the Mega, try and play his life right now. Don't think he will be getting out of this. Taejon sweeps that one up. And ROC Esports keep themselves in this ruins. Pulse bombs in play for both Tracers, but the Terror Surge advantage for Belostria is the key moment here. Belostria needs to find a good connect with this one. Taejong hiding on right with Pulse Bomb. Belostria just going to be playing this lower corner on point. Leave looking to come through now, but Taejong was hiding in a corner as well, so Leave has been forced back. Didn't burn recall, importantly, though. And now Shy is coming to help a little bit with that position. Eyes on Lengthen. Mew is getting very close to his second beat, so the window of opportunity is closing for ROC Esports and Belostria right now. Flashbang baited out, but Taejong is getting chased. Recall out now, looking for it. Pulse Bomb on the floor. Pause! I think it's Gushway calls in for the pause. PPPs. And this is a precarious situation. There's a lamp on Shy as well, so he will be really fine. Yeah, awkward situation to pause in here. The fight is underway. It's just starting. Yeah, good pause by the admin, actually. We sometimes get very slow pauses in OWCS, but actually hot off the mark that time. Okay, so it's really going to come down. Belosria has a Terror Surge opportunity, right? I don't know how close he is to that right-hand side, but if he can pull Shy off that high ground, that would be the best version. He's kind of close now. Lamp is used. Beat comes out from you in time, though. Belosria did use that Terror Surge, so the ults are traded. Leave still has his Pulse Bomb. Swing out from Shy, looking for kills. They force for Lamp. Now they're pushing for Baptiste. Spear is going to miss. Shield is up now from Belosria. They're keeping it contested. Taejong trying to pressure back this Tracer. Shy is in the open. Orisa coming his way, and Dia can finish that kill. Now Taejong, he can get on the Baptiste. They're forcing it over. Remember, Weibo did flip here. Bought him valuable time, and Monk has found a kill onto Lengthen. He was 91% beat. Taejong needs to get onto this Baptiste, but it's difficult. They're forcing the point back their way. Weibo's bought more time, but they're losing players. Leave, he has to consider the touch as well. Taejong there. Leave blinks onto it. He doesn't have recall. He's going to get taken down. And ROC Esports, they're going to win Ruins, and most importantly, they won the Orisa mirror. Narrowly, but won.
再说回来吧，其实决胜小图下一张地图，我们都知道这个地图还是适合于
So
机动阵容。
I don't know if I think this is still going to be difficult for ROC, right? Because we're going over to Lighthouse and we're going to get Hazard versus Ball again, most likely. But the fact that they won this, really promising for ROC Esports. Sign of life.
会好用一点。这张的废墟，两边打得相当接近啊，都是有几波非常不错的机会，但是很。
Well, that's a good spear from Belosria actually to deal with that. We were just talking, we were on Taejong's POV, talking about how difficult it was, but nice little spear from Belosria. Okay, Kiri, Lucio, Hazard versus Ball again. Expect these Sims to become tracers, perfectly in sync. And much like we saw on Well, Weibo's ability to force and control the point will be stronger than ROC Esports. For now, a setup on the high ground, Belosria is going to get a decent amount of shield, but immediately has to get the Mega stolen as well! Leave on the hunt! Length's trying to help him as well. Taejong's coming. Leave now has to try and play his life. They are all over Leave's case. TP in from Monk to save him though. And actually, it's Leave who is chasing them down. And Leave's going to get it all done. Big assist from Monk and all of that. Well played by Leave. And that'll seal the first fight here for Weibo.
机动性来打我在2楼的人数差，那我就先手5人全部上到2楼。
Freya fight from across. Well, D is going to repeat. He is getting pocketed. It'll be okay. Belosria is trying to set up potentially onto Shy for this at the same peak timing. Pressure coming through. Bolt's getting traded. Goochway's camping this high ground as well, trying to make it hard for him to walk up. But Freya should be able to poke him out a little bit here. The rest of ROC Esports have actually come the far side. Bolt's across. Dia can't find any finishing blows, but they got a little bit more space. Weibo are now playing back of the point. Just trying to keep that under control. Mew is going to try and respond. Forces Dia back to the other high ground. Goochway's going to be ignored as well. Shy on the high ground himself still. Tracers are trading it out. Leaf has cooldown advantage or recall advantage now. Belosria has taken so much damage, but this time Leaf can't punish him. Oh, wait, the ball just comes into him. This time Leave can punish him. Sometimes, when you're just as good as Leave, you miss the kills, but the kills just come to you anyway. Belosria is going to be swapping onto the Hazard now. And this is a strong start for Weibo. They're about to have both support ults, both Quicken and ROC Esports as well, so this is a very tough fight for ROC Esports. They either need to take 2 quick fights to force these out, or they need some insane kites. Or they need to play ultra slow. Lengths are coming over to pocket the Freya a little bit as Dia continues to probe from the other side of the map. Difficult to confirm kills here. Only landing single bolts. Belosria is in. The walls are traded. He's been forced back for high ground, but he's going to meet with Shy. Belosria has to drop down again. Beat comes through from Mewtwo. Has the Kitsune rush. Double support up coming in. Lexa has the beat ready to go now. They need the beat. Lexa, where are we? Oh, they're saving it? They're playing for a recontest? Lengster didn't want to try and turn the fight with Beat there. They had already lost a player, so they have the Beat for the recontest. But Taejong has died. Who's going to touch? We need a belly ball on the go. We need a rollout. Lengster doesn't want to be the guy to have to touch. Eyes on the ball. Body blocks coming through. Walking onto it. Belosria boots away. Can't get the touch. There's the Beat. But what good is it now? What good is it now?
下了重本的，那第一张的地图打得如此焦灼的原因，也是因为就是 ROC 这边。
Okay, no beat, no win. Yeah, it was a scary beat to go for. Like, you see the decision making, right? If we go back to the ult situation, decision making was let's just take a retake with ult advantage rather than risk trying to clutch a fight when we players down. Okay. Reasonable enough, but the timing is so tight here, you know. I guess, when does he get beat? Maybe it's 2 down, actually. Maybe he just can't beat. He has it now? I don't know where he is. If he presses it now, it's winnable. Yeah, I don't know where he is, so I can't actually see how possible it is for him. But in theory, he had the time. But I don't know where he is in terms of, can he even see Belosria or like where the beat would be coming from, you know? And then, yeah, let's get a replay of this Belosria touch. Or this Belosria lack of touch. Coming through main, bit of a body block going on. Yeah, and then Mew is just playing point guard at the back. Denied. And Weibo take the first map. But, okay. Right, okay. You lose Ilios against Weibo. It can happen. In fact, it happens to almost everyone. But now, your chance to pick a map. More of this Orisa mirror, because I think we can all agree this Ruins was the best look for him. Belos Ria looks a more even match here on the Orisa. Good Terra Surges from him. D is getting through a good amount of work on the Freya, honestly. Now is there Winston ban though? True, but now you can pick maps now where Winston is hard, right? You can pick maps like Circuit Royale or New Junk City, stuff like that. Yeah, it's true. For stuff like Circuit Royale, Liga will come in. I don't know what they'll do for a for Circuit Royale. I very much expect to see Liga. I don't know what they do for like a New Junk City. Pick Circuit ban Diva. Yeah, probably the most reasonable, I'd say.
暂停的那个节点，两边的压力都还蛮大的。那一波团战是一边有阴障，而且在暂停的那一瞬间，能够看到像晒自己吃到了左血，并且旁边是有一颗脉冲炸弹的，双方都很紧张。那一波应该是 WBG 的一个优势团，阴障有杀人。
Weibo on for a perfect season. Yep, currently not dropped a map. Dropped a round in that one, but not dropped a map.
他们的一个班位永远就是可能。 我觉得70%-80%会偏向于自己的一个保护班，因为你要说你去针对班，我觉得目前为止你说针对班可能只有去，怎么说呢？就比如说像我们第一张地图搬掉
You think Liga will play Ram if we go to Circuit? Okay.
搬掉害灾，或者
I think that's fine though. You can play Restaurant to Ram, no problem.
能够稳定的去掏出。
What if they keep this up and don't drop a map at Esports World Cup? I think that would be the most. That would be a generational run to end generational runs. But I think unfortunately you're in fantasy territory.
ROC 在班选上面，我个人感觉啊，多多少少有点吃亏。
对的，因为我们来盘一下嘛。
People ready to pounce on that farmer joke.
吃了一个班位了，那。 如果 ROC 这边想在班位上下功夫 ，C 位感觉有点搬不完。那这个版本如果搬
Nah, I think they won every game, but they didn't win every map in Stage 1, if I remember right. It was... I feel like they dropped a map to CC. Maybe someone else as well.
差距还是比较明显的。
那治疗量的差距是因为 ROC 他们拿了破坏球，所以破坏球完全是一个不吃资源的一个点。
Let's have a goose. How do I get to show me?
前二都不能说整个都是偏。
They dropped a map in playoffs. I feel like they did. Once again, yeah, they dropped a map to ROC. ROC in the semi-finals.
后排去打一个前二机会的时候，那么干脆好了，我不需要所有人都。
Also was a shorter stage as well, which would have added like a caveat.
然后反观 ROC 在这个时候又带了一个弗雷亚。
No, so this is stage 1. This one wasn't, but this is current stage 2, where they went 7-0, 21-0 in regular season, and then they 3-0'd Milk Tea yesterday, and they're currently a map up rather against ROC as well.
地图上面啊，感觉还是有点。 差一点点啊，不过地图的选择肯定是地面地图。
Where's Choi now? He's now on Vision Esports. So Vision have basically traded DPS players. So Taejong to ROC and Choi over to Vision. And it is Circuit Royale. Liga is in as expected. What do we think then? Diva ban potentially? Diva ban or Orisa ban feels the most likely from ROC.
如果奥丽莎被ban的话，那么
Ooh, different. Oh, we're gonna ban the Juno. So same idea actually. Obviously, if you remember the comp that Weibo had all their success on this map, it was a Diva Juno Brig. So they're not attacking the Diva side of it. They are taking the Juno part out of it, moving the speed. Removing the speed from it, so hopefully forcing a slower, brawlier version. No, I sent it back Alpha, and they kindly refunded me. I've still got some rugs though, if you want a rug. Anyone interested in some Persian rugs? Why, did you need it, Alpha, all of a sudden? That'd be Sod's law of just as we have no use for it, and then as I return it. Nobody said the word free, Panda.
那前排上面都是还是以地面为主，一个是掏了那么差，进攻方的奥利莎。
All right. Orisa. So, yeah, Ram from Liga, May alongside this as well. Bap Ilari versus Bap Lucio. So Weibo still wants to play a faster version of it. And they're just going to be playing the back corner here, Weibo. So ROC will get this push for free. Taejong's going to get a slight May advantage lead, but not for long. Leaves right back at that one. Remember as well, obviously we're working with the buffed Lucio in this situation, so it is very much a faster charging beat. But Shy is still Shy. He is on Sojin. The Freya ban will not affect him at all. And they'll get all the cleanup kills here. No escape for Bellisria. And a nice opening pick converted into a wipe. Monk's got a quicker window once again. Lengths is actually going to take the Lucio mirror now. Yeah, can get behind the swap. Just on a full mirror aside from the tanks now. Trying to get Dia into a position. Honestly, Dia looked very good in the Freya, and I know he was playing Freya into cast, so he had the range advantage, so that helps. But Sojin, very much Shy's hero. This a much tougher one. They force the backslide from Shy. Chase is on, actually. This time, Dia and Bellisria combine to get the better of him. Disruptor shot forces the ice block too. Wall off and a blizzard. Taejong wants to finish it right here, right now. No escape for leave. Execution from Taejong. They will get the cleanup. Is the cart far enough? Is there a touch? It's Shy and Mew alive only. I think Shy would have to go for the touch. So it should just be Cap. Yeah, Shy's not going to go for it. And they have to commit the blizzard, but they snowball it, and they get the checkpoint off it. Now, Weibo do have a lot of ults to say they're on this high ground. Shy's peeking around with a rail as well. Taejong is trying to peek back. Can't find anything. A wall just to deny the angle, so Shy's going to come round main. Shoots through this window, looks for it. Wall is out. Window is out, rather. Pulls him back. Chu dies first, though. Now the Terror Surge pulls them all in. D is going to get huge damage on that as well. Bellisria's running for the Mega. Can he get it? He can. Lexa cuts off Monk getting in that room. And ROC Esports, a good Terror Surge, decimates that window trade. There was a blizzard thrown in there by Leave as well, but didn't see any value out of it. Now, beat versus beat, overclock versus overclock. Taejong has blizzard advantage though. Annihilation in the mix for Liga as well. If Lee gets to that, they should have the layers, but Dia's going to start the fight before, and Beat comes back. Lensa's going to mirror the beat. Dia gets it just in time. He's off for high ground, but he can slide right back. Liga has the Annihilation very soon to turn this one. 99%. Bellisria has to get lamped. Liga can push now if he wants. Here comes the Annihilation. Chu's going to get deleted. Backline's going to get deleted. Dia gets a trade, but Liga's done the damage. They successfully layer the ults correctly here, Weibo, and they put themselves back in control of this high ground. That is Weibo Drivo. All the ults used, and they have to face down this Taejong Blizzard. The problem for ROC is obviously the first part. Once you get up onto the high ground and you have Blizzard advantage, that's the easy bit. You just have to get there. Shy's going to be holding this rail, threatening anyone who walks up as they try and come in. Lengths and crosses. Taejong trying to get underneath as well. Wall to deny Shy's angle. Now they can walk up, take a little bit of space. Can they find this Blizzard opportunity? The Orisa is much better into Blizzard than the Ram is, so Liga has to be so careful here, so patient. They force the lamp on the cross. Still on the low ground. Shy continues to peek aggressively here. Boop out onto Lengtser as well. More pressure coming through. Trying to find it. Taejong is behind. He has the Blizzard. He drops the Blizzard right now. It forces Ice Block. Mew is frozen, but there's no one to kill him. They find kills at the front line, though. They do get it. Taejong gets it. What a play from Taejong. He flanks through underneath. He gets behind. And ROC Esports have cracked it open. Huge play from Taejong there. Now a big snowball opportunity. Terror Surge and window if Weibo want to try and recontest this. They have a Blizzard if they can make it, and Liga's looking like he wants to walk, but the window comes down immediately. Window in response, but they are keeping him out of the choke. 17 centimeters of spear onto Liga, and he's just taken down. That's for Cap as well. No chance for more ults there, and ROC Esports win it with just a window trade. 3.5 minute time bank, and they are looking for late kills here. Bellisria walking forward. Dia nails the shot. And a good looking situation from ROC Esports now. Weibo, we're going to try and come top here. As we notice, Bellisria has taken the shield perk in all of this as well. Choice now for Weibo. Are they just going to hold their high ground, or are they going to try and get 2 fights out of this and hold close? Bellisria is ready to meet that position with Liga. Looking for it. Just a javelin onto the tank. Shield down as well. Wall comes out, but Bellisria avoids that one. Payload's still rolling forward right now, so it's on Weibo to come out and stop this payload. Liga's going to make a move for it now. Tries to clear him, but Dia has this high ground. They've dropped out here, but Liga's position is now the overclock. Big trouble for Monk. He lamps himself around the corner. Dia turns, looking for another target. There is a Blizzard in main, but Lever's frozen. Nothing. The beat comes out, and Lever's in all sorts of trouble. A perfect boot from Mew saves Lee's life for now, but they are on the hunt. Overclock from Shy to still try and turn it. Lee's actually killed Bellisria on the side. How has he managed that? Great response from Weibo. Mew does such a good job to peel for Leave there. Nat saves it. They'll get the late kill onto Chu, and they can hold forward now. Trying to catch for Mei, but cannot. Now, Taejong has this Blizzard advantage again. But can he close the distance? Last time it was an underneath flank, a little bit trickier on this part of the map. You see Leave just to the right of Shy right now, holding this side of a map, trying to deny Taejong getting an angle. They're just trying to poke their way round. But as Liga's made the move onto the Orisa, he can now just go blow for Bellisria in the front line, and he's even killed Dia, and they will be forced back. Window out to keep pushing, actually. Window's return. Blizzard is huge from Taejong. Shy is frozen up. There's Lexa for the kill. Now pressure onto the back line. They're pushing forward. Leave, though, it's still trading out. Actually, Mew and Liga trading out as well. Liga's 5 HP. Dia will finish that one. It's an ugly, ugly fight. But the trades will allow ROC Esports to get it up to this next corner. Terra Surge and Blizzard now, a powerful combo. Gonna get a replay of... Oh, it's the Ajax! I didn't even catch it. Why was Mew just beating in front of the Orisa like that? What was he thinking? Meanwhile, back in this whole situation, Mew nearly has another beat. Bellisria around the corner. Pressure on. Rayo on the high ground for Shy. Lots of ults for Weibo. They're in full control. Oh, Javelin's good. Shy's 5 HP. He survives. Bellisria is getting through decent work on this Orisa, but now Liga comes in with a Terra Surge. Double slide out. Blizzard there as well. Dia won't be escaping. The kills are good. Blizzard and Terra Surge combo does it. Bellisria is trying to force it in, but an insurance policy beat from Mew. Alright. A little bit scary, because if they can get the touch, they really could have done with that beat. Mew beating in a 5v3. If they get the touch here, Lexa has the beat, and Bellisria has gone bull. 3% for Lexa. Eyes on the ball. It's getting full body blocked right now. Does Dia have to go for it? 5 HP. Does he get it? He's got it. They're getting back on. Bellisria is dead, but here comes the beat. 4 players left alive. They're not out of it yet. Shy dies as he gets overclock. And Dia does it. Dia's got the touch. He's forced overtime. Now Lever's in all sorts of trouble. Unbelievable. Dia was so low. He's going to go push for Baptiste now, though. Has to drop onto point. Liga coming back on Diva. Blizzard on point. Liga, can he get the touch? He can get the touch. He's frozen up. Shy is back with overclock, but Suzu saves him from the freeze. Shy finds one. Shy, another headshot. He needs more. He takes down Chu on the window. He kills Dia as well. But is it enough? Leave is stalling out for point. 1v2. Leave, no more recall. He's trying to buy time. He's taken down. The cap goes through. Oh my god.
是，但最后这一轮的团战打得还是非常的极限啊！不管是迪亚10滴血去续车，包括后面晒，差点逆天改命，连杀多人啊！
Stream fucked.
双方在阵容上面的博弈，包括在
Can I get a YouTube check? Everything says it's fine on my end of
我
OBS.
觉得值得一提的一个点是台囧
Was it just a refresh job?
整个 B 段和 C 段的几波暴风雪，包括
What happened? Did it come up with an error message, or did it just stop?
这个残局晒确实
Twitch issue?
极限啊！
Error 2000? Yeah. Sorry guys, I know it's frustrating. I get it when I'm trying to watch stuff as well right now. Can we get a replay of last fight? We certainly can. Let me do this quickly. Alright, so Dia gets the touch on 5 HP. Unbelievable. Recalls to 8 HP. Bellisria full body blocked. The beat comes through over the top. Shy dies just as the overclock comes through. Then all of a sudden, it is curtains for Weibo. They're in such big trouble right now. But it's not done yet. Liga's going to come out on D.Va in a second here. He's going to play for the stall as Dia wants to push for high ground. Monk has to drop to get the first touch to buy Liga a little bit of space. Blizzard out on point. Liga is going to get frozen up. Suzu from Mew saves him, and Shy is back with overclock. Shy finds one, finds another dink, takes down the window. 180, takes down the Tracer. Is it enough? Leave. Stabilizing, holding on. Recall forced. No more recall. They need to kill the Tracer. Oh, just about kill him. And they get it over the line. But squeaky bum time, right? Back into the live action now. And a full cap for ROC Esports give them something to work with. Yeah, come in. It's a Rissa start for Liga as well, most notably. Dia's committed to quite a far forward position. Shy has rail advantage, but can't connect it. Now disrupt a shot, and they are forcing ROC Esports back, and Shy finds the kill this time onto Chu. Wall comes out, and that'll make short work of Bellasria. They are trying to die on point. Recontest is going to be really dodgy here for ROC Esports, though. 3 on point. Don't think they can go for it. Just going to hold for high ground instead. Cap goes through, and they'll just play the high ground. Monk with a slight window advantage, which seems to be a very familiar tale, but also she just did die as well. Bellasria is in, wants to fight for Mei, do we? All over this Mei, but Lever's getting full pocket. Lamp comes out as well. Lever's getting all the help, gets speared, but he holds that ice block so long. Lever has so much faith in his supports to pocket him through that, but Bellasria commits the Terror Surge. They're not done with him yet, but Lever has killed 3! Outrageous fight from Lever. Oh my god. I wish I had as much faith as Lever has in his supports in anything in life. God damn. And then he kills 3 as well. And now the snowball is really on there. ROC Esports were reckless with that push, and they have paid the price. Wall comes out, but Bellasria has cover. Counter wall onto Liga's going to force his Fortify as well. The window too. Liga's taken a lot of damage. They've had to lamp this. There's a chance for kills. Bellasria flooding forward, but they're pushing into a Blizzard. Blizzard comes out. Where is it? It's on the window. Oh, the Terror Surge pulls them back in. Oh, they push forward. They try and capitalize on Liga having his cooldowns forced. But Weibo have all the ults. They're happy for them to push into them. Liga's going to body block the Orisa here as well. Leave them out. And Weibo are making world record time. Overclock available for Shy on the snowball. Keeping them at bay as Liga tries to camp this door. Oh, thank you, Duke Gwym. Now a bit of space. He has killed Monk on the way through here, so that will be a reset as a result. Distracted by money. Thank you, though, Duke. Forced to reset here. Still 5 minutes of work with Weibo, so plenty of time in the bank. Need an ungodly hold here, and ROC Esports are actually going to hold the spawn here in the aim of getting even more time off the clock. Thank you for the first time attacker's advantage. Now they try and kill Bellasria from this little cubby hole. The spear forces the ice block onto Leave. Can they punish that though? Wall comes out to try and isolate Leave. Mew is going to go for it, but there's a Blizzard, a Terror Surge. They are pulled in. Mew is frozen, but the lamp isn't there. Not enough to save Leave. Good spear onto him as well. Bellasria is forcing him back in spawn, but the spawn is saving him right now. It's only 1 kill, and Liga's still looking for more. Mew comes flying in as well. Another ice block from Taejong. They're still just scrapping it out of the spawn. They want it to be a long and messy fight, and they're getting it. Bellasria, can he get out of this? No. Monk will find the trade. Dia's back as well. Just going to be a die on point here for Lengser, accepting his fate. Lamp to make sure there's no trades. It's not a great lamp from Monk, but it's like a 4v1 anyway. That's 1 minute off the clock from the ROC Esports perspective. Only 4 to go. Window for Chu is all they've got to work with here versus a Terror Surge Mei combo. Last time we saw Weibo start with the Terror Surge, force the cooldowns, and then the Blizzard as the finishing job. We'll see if they go for the same here. Mew's going to try and cross. He's trying to clear that high ground while the Orisa's butt heads on point. Window comes out in main. D-peak from Weibo. And here come the ults. Terror Surge Blizzard to finish the job. Weibo needs to be careful. They're so grouped up. The Terror Surge has got so many. The Orisa walks forward. Everyone else walks back. Belisria's in trouble. He's dead. They need trades. They can't find anything. They've dealt with the Taejong threat. They need a pick. They need some magic right now. And there's still a Blizzard for point. There's a window on point as well. They're trying to de-peek. They're trying to hide. Somebody has to commit for the touch, though. In comes Chu. Straight into a Blizzard. All right. And it's a big old time back for Weibo. You thought they were going to drop the map? You thought they were going to drop the map? All of a sudden it feels very different, doesn't it?
而且在 A 点，你看这个个人能力发挥出来，
那波感觉也是赌博吧，因为也知道自己这边没有什么大招了，只能
Actual attackers advantage. ROC have already won. 1 minute versus 3 minutes and 57 seconds. But ROC do get to go first. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it felt like once we've been on the Orisa mirror, it feels like the power is back on the side, or the advantage is back on the side of Weibo. But a couple of those fights, honestly, were just insane clutches from Weibo as well. I don't think they needed them to full cap the map, but a couple of that one on to leave was insane. Alright, no changes for Weibo. Same comp, Bap, Lucio, Orisa, Mei, Sojin. Expect Dia to hit a Sonic and then swap onto Sojin as well. And we'll just have more of the same mirror. Minute is not a lot of time. They need something to work with here, ROC. They just, like, win a couple of fights, just some meters on the board, something that gives them room for error. Shies, full rail in hand. Weibo just playing for this back corner. Happy to bleed a bit of this time off the clock for free. Dink just into Belisria. Nothing too meaningful. Farming it up. Baps both about halfway to window now. Dia has the rail ready to swing. Looking for their opening. Dia's going to get himself onto the high ground. The wall comes through. Leaves. Ice block has been forced now. Disruptor shot onto Leave as well. He's javelined on the way out. Caught in that disruptor damage. Good kill onto Leave. Now they need to convert the advantage. They just need to keep an eye. Shy is on the flank. They try and kill Liga first. Now Belisria's gone to market. Lexer and Belisria deal with that. Just no trades. No trades. ROC Esports are heading into overtime. Weibo are going to get all of their spawns. They come back, but I don't know. Can they go for it? They're going to have to push straight into a window and a Blizzard. The Mei advantage here is no joke, and they're just going to play for the better fight, I think. Wall comes in so they can try and get it, but no, actually Lee throws himself onto it. But now the Blizzard is so close for Taejong. The window down from Chu. Monk doesn't have it yet. Mew needs the boot speed so quickly. Taejong has the Blizzard ready to go. Leave is going to die. Blizzard is out. This should be the sealer. Shy has found one. Terror Search into the Blizzard. Confirms the kill onto Liga. The cap has gone through. Javelin is good, but Shy is still there. He's got full pocket. Dia's trying to deal with him now, but here comes Shy. Shy misses for rail. Lexer's able to turn that one. They have to keep a point contested. And they just about deal with Shy. Monk is on point. And ROC Esports keep themselves in. I thought we were going to get a vintage Shy moment when he slides in there with rail, but he misses it. Taejong back on the venture now as well. Good matchup into the Mei. But look at the ultimates. Weibo have the Terror Surge, the Overclock, the Blizzard. ROC, all they have is Dia. Honestly, go early with this Overclock. Try and force something out. Here we go. Damage onto Shy. Looking for the finish. The lamp is out to be safe. They kill the lamp. Orisa is in their face. Dual screen Overclocks right now as Shy comes flying in. The Terror Surge for Blizzard. Everything hits. Belisria is going to get frozen up. Taejong trades one, but it's too little too late. And Shy's Overclock finishes it. It was an overwhelming ult advantage. Whew, what? Anyone get a jump scare split screen? Overclock into Overclock. They were ready. They've been waiting for this opportunity. All came from Shy's playing. Yeah. I mean, that actual, as much as like Dia started with the Overclock and it was a cool moment. In reality, the ult advantage was so overwhelming for Weibo. It had been really hard to lose. But honestly, if I'm ROC, I'm taking this, right? I've got something to work with now. Look, it's like, not quite at the top of a slope, but there's multiple fights to be had here. Can bleed this out. Just need win a couple of fights on first, bleed for time back down, and then try and just set up a nice ult situation for the final fight. Similar to what Weibo had in that last fight. The attackers will get more desperate as they get to the end. Same comp from ROC Esports. Happy to go down, live and die by this mirror. Weibo starting on the sim just to get everyone out a little bit quicker, but Lever's going to go back over onto the mate as well. Everything to play for. Winner goes through to the grand final. Secures themselves second seed at minimum. Weibo also defending their unbeaten record so far in Stage 2. Haven't dropped a map, but this might be as close as they come. Early damage onto Dia. Shy is looking to punish that, and Dia walks straight back into it. Worst possible start for ROC Esports. They're trying to stem the bleeding here, but Shy has another rail. Trying to get around the corner. Lengtser trying to DP kit. Oh, sorry, Taejong trying to DP kit. Slowing it down, but more cart push. Dia's going to be back soon. They're trying to poke Shy out. He avoids the javelin. Gets topped back up. He's looking for that Mei. He wants to force the ice block. Pressure onto him now. More pressure onto this corner. The checkpoint is being pressured now, so Bellisria has to come out. Spin is used first as well. Taejong tries to take over Chutch. Shy can't find the rail. It's a crawl now. Windows are very tight, close to each other. Liga's trying to make an aggressive move. Spins come out. Monk has a slight window advantage now. 91%. Maybe a chance to go, but Chu's overtaken him last minute. Windows up for both teams. Javelin onto Shy. Windows come out. All looking for it. Can they find the kill? The lamp is perfect from Monk. It's a corner drone. They can't kill it. Now, life support. Bellisri will get taken down, but Taejong finds a late trade. Tank disadvantage. Blizzard is out, but Blizzard goes out. The cap hasn't gone through yet. Taejong's going to get frozen. Leaves is slightly better, maybe, but they trade for tank. Leave is going to ice block here. Mew nearly has the beat. Lengtser, I didn't even see it in all of that. Everything's happened so quickly. Mew nearly has beat advantage, though, now. Dia's still trying to hold close, but once Liga is back, this beat push, this Terror Surge is going to be so hard to deal with. They need to leave Bellisria to anchor the point. They need Dia to find something. If anything, maybe even going early with the overclock to force it out is an option here. They swing through. Wall comes out. It traps Shy. He's trying to break the wall. He can't get anything done. Bellisria continues to anchor point. Javelin going out. Misses Monk. Terror Surge pulls in Lee. Forces the ice block. Liga's going to go for his own Terror Surge. Just wants damage onto Bellisria. Bellisria is so low. Chu with the desperate pocket, but Shy's able to finish the job. Dia's overclock gets it, though. Taejong is anchoring point. They're not out of it yet. Leave and Liga, though, they find the kill. Taejong trying to deal with it, but tank advantage too much. And Weibo, they managed to cap. But a minute and 20 seconds left. Time is tight. Time is tight. Sim and Cass coming back now from ROC Esports. Chu has window, but so does Monk, and Weibo have more ults again for this final situation. Shy has the overclock, and Leave is holding close with the Blizzard. Swing out the choke. Wall comes through. There's the window for space. Shy is going to kill Chu immediately. 2 for Shy. 3 for Shy. Oh, it's so clean from Shy. 4 in a row. Overclock window. Wants the 5th. He's got the rail. Blizzard comes out so Lengtser can't touch. Lengtser's going to let him have it. An ace to finish the job. And Weibo, they're not dropping a map yet. Alright, should we get some action replay off that fight? Let me just turn down the main casters as we go into replay mode. Top 10 respect moments in esports. Alright, so this is the big fight, right? Oh wait, no. Is it before this? Yeah, I want to know what happened with Lex's beat. Yeah, I think it's just like thrown in while everything happens, right? Not in time to save Bellisria. Alright, yeah, Bellisria's long dead, actually, never mind. Doesn't get Taejong. Does Taejong ice block his own beat? Yeah, you can, like, he's ice blocked. You can see Lengtser's like trying to get in position, but it's just not quite in time. So Taejong doesn't get the beat off. I don't think it would have made a difference, right? Because he's frozen. Wait, is Leave actually... Leave misses all the shots here, you know? Like, Leave misses an opportunity just to kill Taejong. He kills him anyway, okay. Salvaged. And then Dia nearly clutches it here in this next fight. He didn't miss? It looked like he missed, no? Or am I just, am I blind? He misses the second one, though. I mean, it's not that big a deal. He gets the kill anyway. Not missing, she's just pumping heals. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a headshot, but he was also, like, turned away, so it's a more awkward angle. I mean, he gets the kill anyway, so it's all, like, a little bit inconsequential. Not missing, it's for Aurora. Well, you miss, yeah, you say like, oh, misses one shot, but I don't know. You miss a shot on a stand, you miss like a kill opportunity on a player who's frozen. is potentially it's gonna feel bad. If he didn't kill him just afterwards, it sort of unravels it all. And then we get the overclock window. No chance but to swing. First shot is deadly. No lamp, yeah. No lamp now. Taejong tries to leap in, but it's fucking done. And then Lengsa, you can see him toying with the idea. He realizes he can't touch, but Blizzard is out now as well. And then Lengsa, out of respect, accepts the ace. Ooh, yeah, Preds. Let's see. Okay, Weibo. Win. Map 2. Oh, I'm on the wrong thing. Let me send that back to live and get that back on screen. Plus 50k. All right. Let me grab a drink quickly then. I'm out of water, and then we can lock in. Anyone look closer once again? That map just fair, and that's the closest we've seen anyone get, honestly. But let me grab a drink, and then we can lock in. Do I have time? Oh yeah, we're just doing stats. I'll get time. I'll be right back. Probably like a Runa Sapia or a New Junk City would be my guess for ROC. I think you keep taking the Orisa Mirror. It's really on.
Weibo Gaming 在昨天的比赛里面搬掉裂空之后，他们其实还可以有一手短枪黑影或者是这个探旗。对，所以在这样的一个前提下，我们要看自己会把重心放在保前排，还是说自己能够保证裂空能够出来。可能从我的角度来讲，保前排会比较重要一点，因为裂空的话，今天离开，其实我们看到裂空压力还是给的够足的，非常足。来看一下地图的选择，苏拉瓦萨。苏拉瓦萨。其实只要是一个闪点图，它就是很适合打架，孤血上场。那这张地图的话，Weibo Gaming 他们还是喜欢用机动阵容了，但是要从两边的黑人半来判断，最终会出现一个什么样的体系。这张地图感觉上来说 ，ROC 自己的双 C 都是很容易吃斑。那果然 ，ROC
ROC 这边是搬掉了对方的卢锡奥防一手提速，那 WBG 是回敬了你的一个卡西迪。
ROC 打微博 gaming 有一手班是必须要留住的，就是必须要用的，就是卢锡奥。强迫让你去打，跟我打一个后排阵地，这是必须要用的。但是因为现在已经没有，其实没有机，
没有退路了。
对，没有退路了。因为哪怕到了后面他去他去搬的话，其实整个先手权都在，就哪怕去拿分，先手权啊也在微博 gaming 手上，因为现在微博 gaming 已经是赛点。
是这张地图上，目前来看，双方应该还是会打到一个偏阵地的状态，只不过 Belosria 和 Taejong 这边有一些别的想法，探奇以及海灾是点了出来，
就给你打阵地。
Oh, back just in time.
怎么说啊？反而是孤血掏出奥利莎。
Back just in time. Woo!
没问题啊，这个是意料之中。
Should have left earlier. All right.
什么样的一个选择呢？不出意外的话，
离开这边
ROC Esports
去吃
用
光
了。
in a
纯粹的 A 杀
unfavorable
来了
need to reverse sweep Weibo situation.
然后再加上弗雷亚
Orisa, this is the matchup they want, and they get the Freya matchup. Dia was doing better in this earlier.
而且2楼的位置是被晒踩住，但是晒受到的压力也非常
That
的大。
brig as well, following the Lucio ban.
特别是后排漏就炸，所以现在 Taejong 的压
Pressure now onto this Tracer. Recall has been forced. Taejong in a lot of trouble when Lever's dealt with that no problem here.
Taejong 很难受啊，
Playing for Symmetra so they got
正
that.
面没给到什么压力。
I imagine mostly so they can just get this high ground position earlier, and they get their result.
这个就是我们看到的微博 gaming 他们在这套体系。
They'll get first cap, and they'll have to push back into this now. ROC Esports going to regroup.
弗雷亚踩2楼
Dia closer to the bowler though.
然后去踢到这个
Spin used early from Belosria.
对方的后排是完
Turrets up at the choke.
那只能
And they're just going to back it up Weibo. Happy to play the slower fight here.
往回走，所以整个节奏
Pressure on. Belosria again gets through the choke with his spin. Now he's going to start trying to push point. Clearing Gooshway, but Gooshway can hold his position for ages. Chu nearly has Window though. Monks is right behind. They're going to clear the TP. Window timing now available for Chu. Window is going to be dropped. High ground window from Monk in response. Bowler out, but he dies. Going for it. The bowler does hit, but the lamp from Monk is good. Keeps him alive. They can keep using this window. They still try and peek back, but it's only Belosria peeking through the window. They're all so low.
确实晒惯的太
And the staggered kills here might just be the end of a point for him.
角度很舒服。
Taejong's going to go out.
是，其实 WBG 的这一手秩序
Window angle slightly better. You saw what Dia was going for, but they find the kill just in time.
战里面，不管是对裂空的盯防，还是给到正面的
And
压
now
力
next fight, Simwall for leave is going to be so big in this. Taejong going to go on to the Venture now into the Sim. Venture obviously also another beneficiary of recent patch.
没办法了，只能
Matches up very nicely into the Sim. And we saw in Korea maybe particularly how much work Ventures were able to get done in these sort of matchups here. Especially into a Baptiste. A Brig will be better at peeling it and a Lucia ultimately. But Dia's just got the opening pick. Now, Taejong's going to push for high ground. They all TP up there though, so Taejong can't actually take this position. They're going to play to try and force point instead. But it means Weibo can slow it down if they want here. They can just spam back. Belosria is going to start flipping the point. TP comes out onto the backline. They're looking for the Baptiste here, and Chu is getting taken for a ride. The lamp is out. He gets the Mega. Chu is on the run. Chu has escaped. And now leaving Gooshway. They're not in the fight at all. They're turning around to deal with this rally, but Mew has got the kill onto Lexa. Lexa can't get the rally off in response here, and it still works out for Weibo. They'll get the cleanup kills there. I thought Chu had made the miraculous escape, but the rally is good. Terra Surge still available for Gooshway as well. This time pushing into a window and a rally. But Terra Surge a very good ult into rally. Means you can just sort of, if they try and rally push you, you can Terra Surge. Everyone else can disengage for rally. The Terra Surge will keep it at bay. For now, they're just trying to clear space. Taejong's going to get him out of this one. And Dia again! Wins for Freya battle. Window comes out to try and force the point. Taejong's going to go underneath. Potentially to try and clear the high ground. Here's the window in response. Sim TP onto Chu as well. The Brig's behind. Mew's got in, but he's died for it. The rally from Lexa keeps everyone safe. And now they can push forward onto point. Another bash onto Gooshway, forcing them back. Bowler flank. Confirms the kill onto leave. The lamp has been forced onto Monk. They're going to drill dash him out of that and finish it. Taejong gets them back in control of point. They only need one more retake, Weibo. But honestly, the biggest openings so far have all come through Dia. Back-to-back gaps to help him on this point C. Now the Tectonic Shock is available. Eyes on Taejong. Where is he? Poking at the choke. They can slow it down. All of ROC are on the on the low ground rather right now. Fake TP from Leave scares them back. They're not too far from the symbol. Taejong's just on the low ground as well. They can go top if they want Weibo, but they're just trying to poke their way through main. Taejong trying to get in position for this Tectonic Shock. 99% as the TP flip comes in. Dia's going to try and get out of there. Taejong is underneath. Has to drill dash backwards. Can't use the ult just yet. Looking for his opportunity now. Just wants to kill the Orisa with it. Spin is out. He's looking for more damage. Round the corner. Keeps going in. Bellisria Terror Surge pulls everyone in. The lamp can't keep him alive through all of that. And they seal the point off it too. Good Terror Surge by Bellisria. And ROC Esports tie us up 1-1. Now point B. Right behind him. So ROC Esports get to set up the choke. Perfect for them. Chu has the window. Taejong's going to take this right-hand side. Wait! Choosing a bit of bother problem on his rotation. Bellisria drops him a shield. He avoids the bolts and will be okay. Now we can play the fight from point. Window trades coming up. Slight rally advantage from Mew. Most crucially, though, and this symbol, the Terror Surge advantage. These are great ults to take the point with. TP onto point. Lots of pressure, but Window comes out to relieve it. They're just trying to live right now, ROC Esports. Taejong trying to get back behind his window. Can as well, but there's still a Terror Surge and a rally to come out here. They have to concede first. Cap, Dia's on the flank, just trying to poke the Orisa out as Guxue's looking to go forward. They wall off, and Guxue's actually a bit isolated on point here. They might need the ults. Guxue pops both these cooldowns. Now the Terror Surge in as well. Forces the lamp, kills Chu. It's a bad trade, though. Dia's got another one here. Rally's going to be traded now. Lexa's rally on point. Shy has the bowl, and there's a Venture behind him as well. Dia's trying to come in. Counter bash is in play. Lexa's in a lot of trouble. Shy pushes forward for that kill. Bellisria will die as well. Taejong with a trade, but it's not enough. Dia's still floating around, trying to find kills. Spin comes out. Javelin to finish the job. And they are forced back. Retake now for ROC Esports. DPS ults are awfully close. Holding up a choke. Don't have any ults here, Weibo, but they just want to try and kite these next ones. It's only DPS ults they have to mark. Sim TP is a flip, actually. They want to kill the Baptiste. Chu is going to lamp, but he needs so much help. Chu, has he gotten away again? The great escape from Chu. How on earth does he keep escaping these TPs? No speed ring, no Lucio speed. He just gets away. Now they've got control of a point. They flipped it back. Another TP. This time Chu doesn't have lamp to live. The Tectonic Shock hasn't found any kills just yet. Taejong's going to get back underneath point. ROC Esports trying to stabilize without their Baptiste. Playing behind the shield, forcing Weibo back. And ROC Esports. You see the game Weibo are playing here. It's a TP on the Bap. Guxue's going to clear some space. He's taking a lot of damage, though. Bellisria, they have to wait for the Baptiste. They don't want to give the flip. They come through. Taejong's going to take a bolt on the way out, but gets over the wall. Guxue playing aggressively. Has the Terror Surge from this window as well. Eyes on Chu. Pulls everyone in. Counter Terror Surge by Bellisria. Guxue forces the lamp, but they'll be okay. They kill Guxue. And now behind his shield, Bellisria is safe. The rally comes out from Mew. They have to slow it down once more. Weibo get the flip during all of this. Bowler at the choke. Doesn't hit the brig, though. The symbol over the top. Mew is all in there. Mew gets one kill. The symbol still being used. Bellisria is isolated. Taejong dives in onto the Baptiste. Gets one. Shy trades for kill, though. Chu is taking the duel. It's just Chu left now. Oh, the lamp not quite in time. Chu was 16 HP. And Weibo claim the lead. One round away from securing their spot in the grand final. ROC Esports fighting for their lives. They have rally advantage for this next fight. Early position for ROC. And they have the rally, they have the Tectonic Shock, and now Weibo, obviously they don't really have any speed here, but a potential walk up, and they either just have to use the Sim TP to disengage or TP on the bat, but Dia busy winning the duel, so now their options are getting taken away from them. They don't get the chance, the lamp comes out now, but Taejong is all over this backline, and Guxue has to reset. Mew is going to try and live. Has he just staggered himself? One more bash, but oh, the wall! Oh, Mew's #1 enemy inanimate objects.
点位还是在自己的手中啊。
And now ROC Esports can hold for choke close.
那接下来的话，他就埋伏，马上有地壳。
Taejong's lurking. They don't know he's here either. They find him now. The Sims juggled into the air. Oh, javelin! Perfect from Gooshway. Denies the burrow. And that's an opening pick. ROC Esports still have a lot of ults to throw into this. TP onto point, and now Weibo, they have the better position. They need to commit ults here, ROC. There's the window. Belisria has the Terror Surge, but he's still in front of the window. Rally comes through, shields up from Lengsa, protects it, and Dia finds a pick. Taejong's back soon, so player advantage will swing the way of ROC Esports. Great rally from Lengsa, saves his Orissa's life, and now Taejong is back, all over this Baptiste. And it should be straightforward cleanup and a tie-up of score here, 2-2. ROC Esports are sending Weibo all the way on this Saravasa. Weibo have not lost a map all stage. Taejong has the tectonic shock. Weibo about to come up to 3 ults here. So there's a small window of time where ROC have ult advantage, but once these ults come online, Weibo are going to be in pole position. Bolts on the cross. Trying to push behind. Pressure on the cross here. Lamp's going to be forced by Monk, and Taejong the tectonic shock. The Lamp was forced. The Unburrow to finish it off. Taejong now just trying to play life. Get back to their team. Can do that as well. The Venture, a difference maker here. ROC Esports win first fight just before all these ults come online. And a late kill on Shy. That won't go amiss. They still are behind significantly in ults, but ROC so important that they won this fight. Holding out the choke now. Really, Weibo, they have everything. ROC's choice kind of just has to be chaos. Commit into the backline with Taejong. Can they find trade kills? Can they at least force out a lot of ults? TP to try and flip. Sinwall comes out now as well. It's a really wank Sinwall from Leave, actually. They're going to get themselves onto point with this Weibo, but ROC Esports can just wait it out. Now they're coming. Eyes on the Baptiste. Looking for it. Lamp has been forced. Rally 2. Lamp's going to be killed. Taejong is still behind them. They've lost Dia on point. Window comes out. Grill dash onto Leave. Belisria finishes the kill. Now the window swing back onto point. Shy's in all sorts of trouble, as is Chu. But Chu, he always lives. Shield up, and the javelin is perfect from Belisria. And ROC Esports, they're going to stagger Gooshway. There's nothing they can do. Weibo are going to lose their first map of the stage. ROC Esports, they kill Gooshway now. Desperate touch situation. Lever's coming back on the Venture. But the damage is done. The only person with an ult is Gooshway, and he's only just spawned. Terror Surge rally to finish it. Leave is going to get the touch. There's surely no way now. Leave into the Lamp. Belisria has won. Terror Surge is to live. Shy kills himself with the self-damage. Venture gap from Taejong, and ROC Esports, they've taken a map.
这张地图 ROC 打的还是非常，双方打得非常的焦灼。Taejong的这手探起立了非常
Perfect stage.
不管是抢节
Gone.
还是他这种绕后去切入的这个时间点，把握的都是非常的聪明啊。
如果我没记错的话，Weibo Gaming 是本赛段
They had to work so hard for it. As is the expectation against a team like Weibo.
那我们在赛前可能会聊到Taejong 的裂空最近状态确实是很不错的，然后会以裂空为主，但是拿到裂空
Big reset of the economy here. 13% believers in ROC.
然后让自己具备骚扰对方。
Yeah, last map was close too. I mean, that's two consistently close maps. Lost 1-1 for ROC. The problem is, you know, not to spoil everyone's celebrations, but the problem is now Weibo gets to pick the next 2 maps. Oh yeah, the deflect timeout is if someone tries to time you out, you can deflect it. But we can get those points refunded, don't worry, Power. So yeah, what modes are left? Push and hybrid. So yeah, probably Hollywood. What other maps? Hollywood, Midtown, and Kings Row. Yeah, very much expect a Hollywood for some type of Winston or Hazard. Obviously, the Winston ban was burnt on map 1 by ROC. I mean, honestly, they'll probably get taken to Hollywood. Then, because the push map is really fine, right? Because it's Coliseum Arena Sappy for push. So ROC are probably really okay with that. It's the hybrid that's going to cause them the real problems. Also, one thing I feel like that was maybe potentially, didn't really talk about as much, but a couple of just, Dia just winning those Freya jewels a few times in a row. So valuable. Compared to on the Sojin, Shy looks pretty, yeah, pretty even with Dia actually, which is not something I was expecting to say. Chu living, yeah, Chu played. Chu had some insane escapes versus those TPs. He was doing it with no help as well. Like maybe a brick pack or something, but just lamps and jumping. Lamps and jumping.
是，但是现在再来大家梳理一下刚才的这个班位的使用。第一张地图是安娜、温斯顿，第二张地图弗雷亚、朱诺，第三张地图卡西迪、卢笑。
You think Weibo are throwing to kick Falcons out in Esports World Cup group stage? Exactly. Yep, you cracked it.
局面上，不过这张地图我觉得其实可以考虑去搬掉奥丽莎了。
这个地图肯定是我可能个人觉得会。
Surely Leave should have gotten off sim as well. Yeah, I think when the Venture swap comes through, that should have been the writing on the wall moment there. And just go Tracer or something. Tracer wasn't banned. What were the bans? It was Lucio and... Was it Cass? Lucio and Cass, if I remember right. Yeah. So yeah, just Tracer or something. Probably really fine. Obviously, what's true is one of the most annoying heroes for Venture, if you happen to be a Venture player, you'll know this already, but one of the most annoying heroes to play against is the Cass. So the Cass ban really does enable the Venture in those situations. No, you're all good, Otter. I have a functioning memory at least at this point.
一般按照正常的这个其他队伍这个数据来对比的话，可能是一个3-0或者3-1的一个比分，但是Weibo Gaming死了40次，然后比分是个2-3。
因为 WBG 在对于点位的
So yeah, expectation now we're going to Hollywood. Maybe even ban Viorissa.
做了很多次的尝试。 但是上一张地图这个悬殊的人头比还是能够说明一些问题啊。
风格明显，而且
I want Asia Fantasy. Work in progress, Otter. Work in progress.
确实奥丽莎没有搬过，我觉得没有搬，那肯定是对Weibo Gaming还是有很大的优势。虽然 ROC 拿下了1分，但是整体你越就我们刚刚赛前
You had Goose Raider different art. Don't tell me about your sex streams, Wilder. Come on.
对于 ROC 来讲，他没有太多先手的。
All right, Bruna Sappi is the choice. I mean, obviously Weibo are going to get to pick the next 2 maps,
那我要强调的是，
but they're going Bruna Sappi first.
Weibo Gaming 他们主动去选择
But would Bruna Sappi ban Orisa potentially? I can't remember. Have they used ban Orisa? We don't have the bans on screen now.
这个情况就不一样了。现在是
Did they ban it?
先ban。那要 ban 你什么呢
Have Weibo used the Orisa ban?
不出意外的话，直接
They're going to ban Baptiste instead. Sojin ban in response from ROC. Want to keep forcing that Freya matchup. Obviously a chance that Shy will just play Cass instead.
越来越多的队伍会在鲁纳塞比这张地图上选出索杰，就是因为大家都在打奥丽莎的情况之下，索杰的这个出手的次数和频率会变得很高啊。
那这个 DJ 物子提速我感觉
So, I mean, could just be Lucio Kiri as well. Lucio Kiri really on the cards. Juno Brig on the cards. Orisa Mirror very much on the cards as well.
那 DJ 物子不出意外的话，应该是这个。
Tracer back on the table as well. ROC though, they give a Freya matchup. This is what their ban was intended to do. You're welcome as well. Sorry, I missed the chat. I didn't want to say it while you were in the ads. But thank you, Bleed Glucose. Yeah, I try very hard not to run the ads during the game because I feel like it's just disrespectful to the sport, you know? But alright, oh, it's going to be Hazard instead here. So, not the pick we were expecting from Weibo here. But it's going to be Kiri, Lucio, Mirror. Hazard for Gushway. Shy. Looking for some early bolts. Forced back by Dia. Topped back up. Hazard dive goes in. And look at Belos Ria. He's pouncing on that. The wall to get Gushway out of trouble, though. Gets in and gets out. Shy has to be careful though, because he's separated. They were busy peeling Gushwei, so Shy is alone. Taejong's got the pick. Now Weibo, they're trying to double down. They are flooding in, but this is making them all easy pickings for Dia. One more slash comes in, but the pocket is good, and it is going to be a clean first fight for ROC Esports. Eyes on Gushwei. Does he choose to swap here? Does he just take the Orisa mirror? I mean, they did lose. They didn't lose it by a large amount. They even narrowly won it on Circuit Royale. That was with Liga, of course, on Circuit Royale, but Gushwei's going to keep playing the Hazard. Lengsa has a significantly faster beat. Shu's got a Kitsune Rush advantage as well. If I'm ROC Esports, I'm waiting for this beat. Then I'm trading some cooldowns. If Gushwei commits that shift, that dash, I am beating on that guy, and I am killing him. Taejong's just going to kill Leave? What if Taejong just did it all? Pressure onto Shy. Recall comes out. They walk forward. They want to do it without the beat now. More pressure. The bowler is good from Dia. No direct kills, but the damage finishes off Shy. And ROC Esports are going to get checkpoint. Upper bracket final is where we are in the bracket. And a good old lead for ROC Esports. Still a beat advantage for Lengsa, but they can slow it down a bit here if they want Weibo. Wall in as they try and retain some space. Kitsune Rush out. Going to be matched. Double support ult from ROC. Mew doesn't have it yet. 3% to go. Mew nearly has it. Downpour in the sky. Can't quite find Dia. Dia's on life support. Suzu is good. Mew's going to beat to keep going though. That's going to be the end of Dia. That's going to be the end of Chu. And they get the better support ults off. Mew gets that beat just when they need it. And Weibo stopped the progress for now. Terra Surge for Bellisria. Pulse bomb for Leave. Early pressure on, looking for it, trying to force the Suzu attitude. Lots of pressure. The stick is good as well. They've lost Bellisria. He's died during that Terra Surge as well. One trade from Lengsa, but it's not enough. And now all of a sudden, Weibo coming back with authority here. Pushing for checkpoint. Bellisria is going to swap onto the Ram here. So a lot of the same concepts for how you play Orisa into Hazard apply for the Ram as well. You actually want to trade with the tank as much as possible. You want to force Gushwei to back jump. You want to use your form to force him to act defensively, to walk backwards. For now, though, they're actually just going to try and anchor point. They want to stop the checkpoint, but this means Gushwei's uncontested up top. Gushwei's into the back. He's killed Dia here. They prevent the checkpoint, but at what cost? Now, because of this, Bellisria is completely isolated. Don't like that choice at all from ROC Esports. Yeah, of course you want to stop the checkpoint, but if you just leave an unchecked Hazard in your backline, well, that's what the Hazard's going to do, and Bellisria goes onto the Hazard mirror now. Starting to line up for Weibo as they take the lead. Taejong nearly has a pulse bomb, but he's got a couple of players to contest with him. Mew is harassing him. Taejong's going to get through. Full flank on the left-hand side. Pressure now onto Shy as Bellisria comes flying in, but Shy is in the sky and safe, and Weibo are going to pivot forward. Kitsune Rush to keep going if they want. Bowler is out too. Takes the jewel. Takes down Dian this time. Chu's going to die in the back. Taejong with an important trade. Two trades, actually. Not the end of the world for ROC. Means their recontest is better. But this is significant meterage for Weibo. And all of a sudden, Kitsune Rush to keep this push going. Downpour as well. They'll pick up their spawns. They'll meet in this next corner. And it's ROC who have to play the uphill battle now. They have the beat to deal with the Kitsune Rush. Mew's taking a lot of early damage. Downpour comes out. Suzu is committed by Chu. More pressure onto him, but Dia was caught by the Downpour. That's two for it. Lexa's beat comes through, but too little, too late. Maybe not. Bellisria's killed both supports. Bellisria's killed three. It's a belly sweep. Now Taejong under a lot of pressure. Don't think he has recall blinks for it. Bellisria's coming back, though. They've dealt with it. Bellisria now in a 2v1, trying to block all this damage. He kills it. That's 4 for Bellisria now. 9 deaths in that fight, and Leave will be the only person left to tell the tale. He has to concede the space. He has to regroup with team. Bellisria saved that for ROC Esports there. He's got Downpour for this next fight. And they're going to need it as well, because lots of ults in play. Kitsune Rushes will likely be traded. And then Mew has his beat advantage. Bellisria needs to catch some. Needs to catch someone with this Downpour. But Weibo have the lead. You can see they're just playing this back slope. They're slowing it down a tad. It's Belosria trying to make the first move, trying to close the distance on this backline, but he can't quite do it. Shu has the Kitsune Rush. Gushway's so low, actually. Gushway's just dead. The trade is better. Shy's caught in this as well. Good downpour. Belosria needs help. Defensive wall. They need to relieve the pressure from Belly now. Pressure on to leave. That forces him back. Lensa marking that. Mew still diving in. Good downpour from Belosria. And now we can take the cart back over to Weibo's side of the map. Weibo still have this double support ult though. So ROC Esports, still a tough situation. They only have the Kitsune Rush here. Weibo can just trade Kitsune Rushes, beat to keep going, use that ult advantage. ROC Esports, they're gonna go in anyway. One shot onto Shy! Bad out of hell, Belosria! The double support ult comes in, but they're not out of the woods yet. Lengthen, that wall is gonna help Leave confirm the kill. Now he's looking for the pulse bomb. Wants to force the TP out of Chu. Chu will TP forward. They're trying to stabilize here. Wall to isolate Belosria, and here comes all the damage. Belosria dives in for a kill. Can't hit the one shot this time. And they will reset. They convert the ult advantage fight. Not the end of the world for ROC. That was always going to be a tough one for them to win. Downpour's coming up for both teams. Lengthen has beat advantage, but we're still 30% away. Also got to keep our eyes on all the DPS here. Taejong is currently hiding in a corner with a pulse bomb. Gives away his position now, though. Belosria's flanking. Look at Belosria. A Kufa-esque flank into the backline here, looking for a play. Pressure comes out. Bowler to respond as Belosria groups back with team. He's so low, though. But pressure onto him. Gooseway's coming out. Pressure onto Dia as well. But downpour on top of everyone. There's so much pressure. Can they find the kills? No, it's Gooseway who dies. Both tanks traded 4v4. Taejong's under a lot. He's killed Mew on the way out, though. Now he's grouped up with Lengthen. Lever's trying to push, but they're low on players. I don't know if they can. Taejong's looking for the Freya in the back. Pressure onto Shy. TP backwards from Monk. This is going to leave... Wow, it's going to leave... Leave isolated. Easy for me to say. 1 HP. Can't afford to trade here. Chu doesn't. Good play from Taejong there. Forces the peel back. Separates the heals. And the rest of his team are able to clean up. They are still behind ROC Esports. But now they have beat advantage, downpour advantage, and even a slight Kitsune Rush advantage. This is their opening, and Belosria, he is lurking again. Leave was left. Thank you, Space Rocket. Now the dive in. Beat comes out from Lengthen, catches everyone except for Taejong. They are all over Shy. Shy is cooked. They kill Mew as well. Need to be careful they don't lose the payload, but they've got it under control. Just need to avoid trades now, ROC Esports. Don't let anyone die. Lengthen's dead. Okay, no more, no more. Lengthen, he's fast, he's got skates, he can come back quickly. ROC Esports gaining. They have Kitsune Rush, they have downpour, they have their DPS ults. This is ROC's chance. We were talking about a map. Can anyone take a map off Weibo? ROC Esports are not done with them yet, though. Hazards will meet at it. Downpour comes out early. Suzu force and block. Mew is dead. 98% to beat. Disaster timing as Dia finds that. I think the downpour must have hit him, yeah? Belosria with the opening. Now, Weibo, they scramble backwards. They're going to give some space. They have double support ult now, though. They can cling onto their lead with this. Dive comes in. Pressure onto the Freya. Wall onto Shy. The beat comes out from Mew. Chu has the Kitsune Rush, but Monk has Kitsune Rush advantage. Now the advantage push comes in. They are flooding forward. Lengthen is dead. Belosria jumps in. He's in so much trouble. More pressure comes in. Force backwards. Monk will kill him in the end. Player advantage now. Double support. Oh, successful again for Weibo. They hold on to their lead as we enter the final 50 seconds. Pressure time now. No ult to speak of for ROC. Only a bowler for Weibo. Downpour soon. Gonna have to do it in the neutral. Taejong is gone. The emergency Genji. 30 seconds left. Lever's going to come through the flank. Taejong can't mark it as well when it's these more open, longer flanks. Belosria's trying to get through the flank as well. Taejong's there with him as well. Wall comes out. Taejong forced to deflect. Belosria will be forced back. Freya Jules at long range. Lengthen does have beat advantage. 15 seconds left on the clock. Gushway's going to try and turn onto Belly. He's low HP. Suzu has been used. The wall is really good. Belosria's trying to run. The chase is on from Gushway. The downpour to finish the damage. It catches Taejong in the middle of all of it. Now they flood forward. And Weibo, all the advantages in the world. A pulse bomb on a wall. Doesn't kill anyone. But it's surely enough now for Weibo. The downpour from Gushway is good. The wall sets him up perfectly for it. And Weibo finish it 3-1.
刚刚泰囧好像是想要去用格挡去 就是用原式的这个格挡
Clutch
去
wall
拦前阵营，或者
pulse
说就自己想要去
And Weibo are okay.
帮前排去扛一下，但是下来之
They
后
lose their chance at the golden
瞬间
stage,
被扎住
the
了
unbeaten
然后反而
run,
是让这个
but
贝勒斯尔活了下来
0 maps
就是
dropped.
哇这个格
This was the upper bracket final we just saw.
比赛3比1，整体看下来的话，我觉得两支队伍还是可能跟我预想的差不多。
Why Genji? I'm not sure actually. It felt like kind of more just a vibe thing. Obviously he can deflect. He can deflect the downpour. Ironically, he actually gets caught in the downpour and doesn't deflect it at all.
不管是在这个对于地形安排的争夺上，在自己的辅助站位的选择上
Thanks, good match. Thanks for broadcasting. You're welcome. Yeah, hopefully everyone enjoyed it. Actually, I know we're only in like 3-1 territory, but sometimes China can be a bit of a 3-0 region sometimes. But actually good games today.
我反正现在双手都是出汗了，两边打的真的很紧张。
对，反正
Yeah, he used deflect before, but I think like in terms of like his logic for the swap, that would be like maybe the obvious reason.
队伍能够做到的一件事情。好的，那么
Thoughts on Sheffield talent development? No strong opinions. I'll look into it.
采访环节
Why Genji over Hazard, or why Genji in these Hazard Lucio mirrors? Even though I think Genji's a better matchup. Sorry, let me say that again. Hazard actually matches up quite nicely into Genji. I think it's much easier for a Hazard to jump onto a Genji, use his slash to either clear the Genji, force a backdash, or force the deflect. Whereas a Hazard clearing a Tracer is kind of tricky, you know? Like, hard to do it consistently in most areas of the maps. So I think the Hazard matches up better into the Genji. And also Tracer is just in like an insane spot right now. Is Weibo like a Chinese Twitter? Yeah, from what I understand, I think it's more than Twitter though. Like if someone who will be more in the know than me and can maybe help us clarify. But I think it's kind of like, it's like a huge social media platform. But I think it does like a bit of everything, right? I think like comparatively, like say in the West, you've got all these different ones that have like decent like access, right? Or decent user base, you know, like from Twitter to Instagram to whatever, to TikTok or whatever, YouTube. It's like YouTube and Twitter combined. Yeah, I think Weibo is more like the social media. But all right, now we're on for quite. It's almost free. We're only 3 hours and 10 minutes out from the EMEA playoffs. Paddy said he'd be joining us as well. That'll be fun later on. When you're that huge, what's even the point of advertising? Well, you got to stay on top, you know? Like, Coca-Cola still advertises, right? Even though it feels like Coca-Cola, they're pretty established. There was a stat in 2023 that 80% of internet traffic in China is Weibo. That's insane. Insane? Insane. Maybe I've talked too much today. I just don't know how to say the words anymore. Yeah, I mean, once you're on top, you can't just rest on your laurels. You gotta stay on top. Watch missed NA games? No. So I gotta go to the shops. I gotta pick up some stuff. So I think I'll do reruns for a bit if anyone missed any of the China action. I don't know exactly when the OWCS drops will start, but they will start probably some point before the actual game start as well. So if you are lurking for drops, there's maybe an opportunity for you there as we get a replay of this. Oh, so stylish. Oh, so stylish. Overclock finish. See you on top? Yeah, the new name's better. You're moving in the right direction.
上班位的概率都很大很大。那探奇也是有队伍在用，像这个松俊对吧？AGG，所以说其实我们看到我们国服赛区的强队，他也是会有这种 C 位英雄上的很多的更换，这我觉得比所谓的只打一个 meta 肯定是要好得多的。
是的。哎，现在问一下老陈，点盾对吗？
点盾这个一会儿问。这个
TU beating up VP today, I'm calling it. Alright, the call has been made. How come, just different individuals, you know? Like, some players will have, like, longer peaks than others.
点盾对吗？说话。
Or longer ability to stay at the same level. Can't wait for the smash cope. Oh, Moat is trying so hard to manifest this.
先锁定明天，明天会在这个总决赛的席位上面等待。
Alright, so yeah, let me do this. Honestly, I'll probably be back in a couple of hours. So let me go to the shops. Let me, let me, so let me go to the shops. Let me do that. I'll do a rerun of the China games. Should I just rerun it from the start? Yeah, probably. Just do it in chronological order. Do a quick rerun of the games. We're getting a Monk interview now. And then we will, yeah, then we'll be back for EMEA. I'll do some predictions, and I will do my fantasy changes as well, right? Because if you haven't done your fantasy changes, the rosters will be locking in just 3 hours and a little bit from now. So you've got time, but you need to make your decisions now. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen the other CommanderX is a member of, if people know or is associated with the hacker group Anonymous. He's a bit of a dissident, really. So if you're interested in that, just Google CommanderX. That's you. For legal reasons, I have to say no. All right. Appreciate everyone joining me today. I'll get the VOD uploaded as well if you're still around, Panda. And then I'll see you guys in a few hours. Let me just queue up all these replays.
那我问个这个怎么说串一点的，今天在皇家赛道的话，